for the ground. I'm a 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. World inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundry mat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. Hope we are all well. Hope everyone is good. And yeah, hope everyone had a good day yesterday. Back in action. Today's London session, and let's see what we have. Let me make sure I'm all systems go. You know the drill. We look good here. We look good. All systems do look go, and yeah, let's get into it. So let's start off with news as always here. So we don't have any news for London session. Later on, New York has some pretty big news here. We have CPI. So CPI, of course, is a measure of inflation. They're expecting inflation actually to come back 1 point higher, right? So if we look at forecast, they're expecting it to go up a little bit, which will be super interesting if this thing ends up going up higher. If we see like 3.5, 3.6, you're going to see gold absolutely melt, because that's going to, keep the idea that interest rates. Now, if we see inflation come back better than expected, you're going to see gold probably pop up, right? So I'll speak about that when more people join, so they know what is happening, right? And we can do that. So yeah, we'll get into the analysis. You wait for the timer to expire, or you sit on the chair when the timer about to expire? No, I set the timer, then I send the Zoom link, then I send the links in chat, then I go and I come back maybe like a minute before, 2 minutes before. When I send the Zoom link is when I'm back, and that's normally 2 minutes. That's how it works. So I give myself 5 minutes to do what I want to do. Then I come back and sit. So I'm normally sitting 2 minutes before, but I'm sending Zoom links and stuff. So let's go ahead and look at the analysis here, and we'll get into it. So starting off here on the daily time frame here, beautiful daily close in terms of bullish pressure here. We have a massive daily bullish close. Obviously, nipple wick here is not always the best to see a nipple wick, but what is good is that our current daily candle at least does have a bottom wick here. So it's nice to see that the current daily has a bottom wick. I wonder how the wick looks on another broker here. Yeah, a little bit more significant here. But a wick is still a wick, right? I mean, we can still count it here. The important thing is we do have a bottom wick. If we just opened and started pushing, that would be a little bit sketchy for me, because at any time we could flip and make a wick. So I'm pretty happy that at least we've made a wick at the moment. It's good to see. Now, obviously this candle means continuation. Like we see this is a very strong candle similar to this type of candle here. Now, where can we continue to? Well, if we look at, higher time frame zones, we have the initial first breakout, which is 86,500, which is kind of like a top zone I'm looking at. Yes, we have had no issues there, but we are clean until there. So it's probably there's a 4-hour resistance around there anyways. But yeah, based on this candle here, I don't really want to be shorting against that candle. Even if price just ends up dumping today for some reason, that doesn't bother me, because based on technicals, which I know long term keep me safe and long term keep me on the right side of the trade, this is telling me upside. So when we investigate on lower time frames here, we can see 4-hour time frame has created a support here, which is nice. We have 4-hour structure, we're breaking 4-hour highs now. So if something can get above here, probably we could entertain at least this 4-hour resistance, maybe the next 4-hour resistance. We don't know what will happen at these resistance, but if volume comes in, then we should be able to push through these resistances and get up to the next zones here, Now, based on a daily time frame here, there isn't much targets. I mean, realistically, next target I would say is these wicks. These wicks would be the next target, which is 186,258 here. So if we look at the 4-hour time frame, what's 186,258? Yeah, it's probably that 4-hour resistance up there around this zone here. I mean, I have the next 4-hour resistance marked here. I can mark, so if we bring back drawings, we can see I've marked this 4-hour resistance, I've marked our current resistance, which you will see, and then I can end up marking the next one. But that's that 258, that's a 15-minute as well, but we can mark this one here as another 4-hour resistance, just in case we start pushing. Just out of interest, would like to see how big this range is. It's not the biggest from range to range, but with volume we should be able to push through these areas, and if there's going to be no volume, we reject it. We can manage the trade accordingly. As long as we have enough space to get to those zones, I'm not too concerned. If we start rejecting those zones, yeah, this is where it becomes a situation that, okay, fine, we don't know if we're going to reject these zones or we're going to push past. So if we get to the zone and we start to see rejection, obviously you have to manage your trade, go break even to make sure that you don't end that being a losing trade. But if it comes in, like hits you break even, maybe goes 5-6 pips in drawdown and still ends up playing out, there's nothing you can do about that, because at the same time you made a decision, and that decision long term will keep you safe, right? Because you went break even at 4-hour resistance, which is not a stupid thing to say and is not a stupid thing to do. So it's actually a good thing. So you can't be pissed if that ends up happening, because long term that's going to keep you safe, because you're going to be equally as pissed if you just held that drawdown and didn't become pessimistic about your trade and let that lose, right? You're like, that's stupid of me, that was easy break even. So there's always two sides to the story. So I mean, if you really do trust this on momentum continuing today, then yeah, you can look to hold it. But I'd rather be safer than sorry at the moment, because I don't have to rush into anything, try anything tricky, and that's how it is. So obviously buys, bullish bias, previous daily bullish, previous 4-hour bullish buys make sense for me here. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, we have a nice 1-hour resistance here, 18 minutes for this 1-hour candle to close. If this 1-hour candle can close above this resistance, will give us opportunity to look for buys here. Now, if I scroll back on the 1-hour just to see what business we have here, yeah, this is looking like the same 4-hour resistance here is the same on the 1-hour. Let's go ahead and see how this stuff looks on the 30-minute here. Yeah, 30-minute we have a resistance slightly lower, so we can mark that just to see what that is. Let's see how the 15-minute also looks here. Yeah, 15 minutes the same. So we can just use this as a watch zone here. This could be like a little watch zone. And yeah, I mean, what's the difference between here and here is like 6 pips. So I would say use this as a watch just in case price really heavily rejects it. But I don't mind if price taps that, rejects, comes back, and I can be like mental BE type thing at that spot there, and then see what happens. So yeah, that spot is right there, and then the 4-hour resistance. Realistically, if we break above this zone, I'm looking for price to tap into the 4-hour resistance. That's realistically where I expect price to go. So yeah, we'll see what ends up happening here. Have a look at gold in the meantime, and take it from there. So gold, pretty nice push up here, created support, Asian session just giving nice continuation, pullback continuation now. And yeah, it's looking good to continue up here, at least to this resistance, which we're extremely close to. Now, if we go ahead and look at the daily time frame and have a look at what's going on the daily, we are opened no bottom wick here. Again, where are we coming from? We're coming from this major daily rejection zone. Every time we pop down somewhere close here on the daily, we reject. We pop down, we reject. We pop down, we reject. So even though we have a daily bearish close, that doesn't mean that this thing is going to flip and go down. But, and there is a but, today is what? Today is CPI. So since today is CPI, that means that we could have some heavy movement on gold. So if these numbers come back worse than expected, I expect gold to dump. Why? Because that's going to mediate that we will see interest rate hikes or the no interest rate reduction, because there's been talks about interest rates being reduced. And if that gets knocked on the head because we see inflation come back higher, guess what's going to happen? We're going to see gold dump and then strengthen dollar come. Now, on the other hand, if we see inflation come back better than expected, that's going to support the whole idea of reducing interest rates. And you're probably going to see gold pump, you're going to see equities pump, you're going to see stocks pump. Everything is going to have a little bit of a pump based on that. So this is quite an important news here to set us up for the year to see what inflation, because this is the first time we get to see what inflation is doing. So will be very interesting to see what happens here. And yeah, if we go on the 4-hour time frame, obviously we have a support. We're very close to 4-hour resistance, which is basically target here for this range. If we create rejection at the top of the range, we could see some price try to retest the bottom of the range. Again, it's the same analysis as yesterday. We are within the range. Now for trades in London session, it's very tough now to trade in London session. You might want to knock the session on the head because we're at target for buys. Buys have already reached target. I know one of my guys, they took buys here in the group. They were looking for setup 2 here, which seemed to work out nicely. Be able to get the wick fill and continued up and still holding positions here. So congrats to them. That's pretty good. And nice trade here, nice trade. A little bit early, not the time I really trade, but it was good. So let me exit Steam here. And so looking for continuation now. If you get pullbacks, you could maybe try to get one more push, but again, that 4-hour resistance is going to be key here. So if we go ahead and draw that 4-hour resistance like this, we can remove this line. That's going to be target here, right? So that's target is going to be that 4-hour resistance. And until we get above there, there's no continuation. And realistically, get above this 15 here is where you get, support above here. You have a range of 16 pips. You could argue there could be a little bit of buys above that. But realistically, till we get above here is where your buys are going to come. If not now, if you're looking for counter trend sells, because remember, you have 2 4-hour candles closing bullish here. You could look for it. You could be aggressive and rely on this being the top of the range, and probably it's going to come below 2031 here, which surprisingly is same zone as yesterday and same zone as here. So that whole zone, look, if we draw a line, right, and we draw a box, something like this, look at this, boom, wow, what a surprise, right? From our very first zone where sells came below, sells will come below. So that's where your selling zone will be for today if you're going to be looking for sells back into this support. So that gives you a 27 pip range there. So that's where I would say sells would come below here. Let's have a look at this daily support if it's still relevant. Yeah, it's not really relevant anymore. I can just make this the 1 hour. Let's make this 15 and then we move it up. Move it to here. There we go. So that's probably where your sells would be gonna become. But trading in this range now, not really too interested myself. I think there's more opportunity if we get nice movement here on GJ, especially that it's already done this liquidity grab to the upside. Is beautiful to see. I like when I see a liquidity grab towards the upside, because I know if price is closing back above there, it gives me more confidence that it wants to continue instead of wants to reject, because we've already had a rejection, right? So you have to ask yourself, if price has already rejected that level, why is it closing back above there again? Right? What business does it have closing back above there? So yeah, that is the analysis. So I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis and it was loud and clear. If you did enjoy the analysis, you know the drill. Already MK3 saying the drill. Like and support, guys. Yeah, if you enjoyed the analysis, do leave a like. Do the YouTube business. It definitely helps. Part of the game. I hate to say it, but Have to say it, man. Definitely shows me that you guys are engaged. And yeah, around almost 400 of us in here. If we can get the likes up to 150 would be good. Then I don't have to ask. I'm in gold buys right now, currently up. Nice. Open a swing, do you agree with it? On what? Depends on what. On GJ, based on 4-hour time frame. I like your target. I think your target is sensible. I wouldn't consider this a swing. I'd consider this 4-hour. But nothing closed above. Nothing closed above. That's the only reason I don't agree with it. If you're going to swing, you need to learn how to swing. And how you swing is that you use... So the idea comes from 4-hour, but you use lower time frame to find entries. Right? So you would wait for the 1 hour. This 1 hour is going to be key. If no 1 hour, because your stops are not that big, right? They're just the bottom of the range. Right? They're just the bottom of the range. But it still makes sense until that's broken. But I think a little bit early. You know, but based on swing, yeah, you can't expect it to play out. You know, you can't expect it to play out right away, but eventually it should. I mean, you're looking in the right direction, I'll tell you that much. If it's going to go, it's going to go up. But typically, you don't want to be swinging in these zones, right? This is not a zone to swing. If we look at market positioning, and after the push we've had, this, right? And this is a possibility. We've had a push like this. We could end up in this. We could end up like this, ranging, and then maybe Friday we try the breakout. We range today, Friday we try the breakout. It's possible. So we have to also consider that. But if we break out today, yeah, we'll get continuation. What is nice for the case today is we have structure formed. So as long as price respects that structure, there's no way it's going down. It's impossible. So that's there. That's why that's why you guys hear me always say, I want structure, I want structure, I want structure. You know? Because if there's structure, you know that, okay, fine. There's no way that this is going down until it breaks structure. But if this wasn't here, if there's no structure, you can't say this could go all the way here, it's still bullish. This could go all the way here, it's still bullish. It could go all the way here, it's still bullish. Right? Like, it just needs to make structure. You know, that's where its higher low could come. So once you have that structure, it gives you great confidence that as long as that's respected, it should be good. Can you check out GU? Yeah, why not? I'll have a look at GU here. You must be doing something good, man. Besides the haters, you almost have 42k subs, 50k free t-shirts. Yeah, why not? Free t-shirts. I'll pay for shipping. I'll pay for shipping on free t-shirts. You've seen my Bring Out the Lobster t-shirt. I think I put it in this thumbnail. Yeah, here, look at the Bring Out the Lobster t-shirt. You can see it in this thumbnail here. Look, Bring Out the Lobster. Right, so I'll give those. I think in my price action course, I'm wearing my shirt as well. So, yeah, we can do that. 50k subs. So be sure you sub. So yeah, let me have a look at GU like you said. GU trying to break out at the moment. Daily time frame has space. 4-hour time frame. Yeah, looking like that wick zone. I believe that this is a 1-hour resistance here, if I'm not wrong. There we go. Look at this, man. Know what I'm doing. So 1-hour resistance, you probably want something above that 1-hour resistance. If something can get above that 1-hour resistance, it's a pretty clean shot, man. It's a pretty clean shot. You probably have some nice upside to fill that zone. You know, breakout trades, you know, but we need to get above that 1 hour. As soon as we get above that 1 hour, should be okay. That's basically it. Not looking for sells at the moment. Until at least 4-hour candles closing bearish, doesn't make sense to look for sells. In my opinion, GU going to sell? I don't think just yet. If it is going to sell, we need to see this 4-hour candle reject. If this 4-hour candle rejects, yeah, it's selling the top of the range can make sense. But as long as this remains bullish, upside still makes sense. What would be the stop loss on GJ if it breaks out? How many pips? Depends on how it closes, right? We don't know how it closes. If it closes, you know, pretty deep, then obviously below the candle. It's always below the candle that closes above. That's where the stop will go. London about to open? Nah, London's not about to open. Frankfurt's about to open. Yeah, so OMX said it. Smash that like button. We can get it. London opens 8 a.m. UK time. That's the one, man. There's a 4 hour in the middle on GU. Let me have a look for you, man. This is passed through it twice, no issues. You could use it as a watch zone, but it's not a major zone. You just need to use it as a watch. Yeah, use it as a watch. Keep it. I do agree because it reacted off it there. And it's a nice mid target. It's also that 15, if I believe correctly. Yeah, it's that 15 wick here. So use it as like a watch. You know, maybe like a break-even spot, but it shouldn't put you off taking the trade there. This 1 hour close will give us a lot of information. If it closes above, it's big information. Who in chat caught yesterday's move? This move was a little bit sketchy because we had Bank of England speaking. So if Bank of England speaking, it's a little bit gambly. I mean, you could go, I'm looking at this to be like, okay, if someone is speaking, why not go half risk? And even if your stops get a little bit slipped, you're still okay, you know? Because that setup right here, this close here was easy trade. Easy trade. Right? That was an easy trade. Setup 1, close above the range. Just tricky that Bank of England is speaking during the whole time. Then all trades here, I'm sleeping at this time. You know? Oops. Made 1 or 2 pips from yesterday's setup. Done for the week. Nice. Yeah, a few people done for the week as well. Look at this. 120 pips yesterday. Gonna call it a week. Very sensible thing to do, guys. This is very sensible thing to do. You know, that's the whole beauty. That's why we want to trade, right? We want to trade so that we can create more times for ourselves. So if you ever hit a big position, why need to trade? And I'm the same in a daily basis. If I hit a win in a day, my job is done. There's a news in Europe. Will it affect gold and GJ? We don't have any European news this morning. Right? There's no European news this morning. Yellow folders, man. Don't worry about yellow folders. Otherwise, you'll never take a trade. We won that setup 3. Yeah, we also discussed that flip. I was telling people to go on the flip. So many people took that as well yesterday on gold. There was a 30-minute flip here. This was the flip. Some people took that as we broke the 15-minute, which is the same as the flip. But that was a clean one. Allowed you to get the wick fill. And if you held, yeah, it did well. But mainly you're looking at the wick fill, which it gave you. From when can we go short on GJ? I'm not looking at shorting GJ at the moment. Even if sells play out, I don't care because technically it's still bullish. Technically it is still bullish. So it can do whatever it wants to do. It can smash down through my screen here. I don't care because technically it's not telling me that sells make sense at the moment. Until, what will tell me that sells make sense? Which is exactly what Claudio does not want to see. Is this, if this 4-hour candle does that. Not only will we have break of structure here, we'll have a 4-hour candle closing bearish. If I get that, then I'll sell, no problems. No problem to sell after that. Now, as long as we're breaking highs and respecting lows, what makes sense for me? Upside. I want to see it. I'm out of the swing B. You want to see what? You don't trust your swing? I do want to see it because I'm out. No, we want it to break out so we can get a nice trade. Why don't you use Fibonacci entries? Because Fibonacci's always line up with something technical on the chart. You know, you don't need to use them. I've used them in the past, and I don't like taking an entry based on a Fibonacci. Fibonacci is not technical. That's something you put on the chart. It's subjective, right? I want to see price show me rejection by closing bullish. Now, I don't mind if you want to use a Fibonacci to see price come to a certain zone, and then if a candle closes bullish, but that's just setup 2. That's a setup that we take. If you guys are wondering, what is setup 2? We have videos on YouTube. I do show you my whole setup. Just watch the free course. Free course, hopefully this gets up to 10k views here. 10k views on the free course, not bad. 10k people can benefit from it for the cost of 0. I'm telling you, no one put that out. Let me show you this message someone sent, and respect to this guy. Respect to this guy. I screenshotted it because I really enjoyed reading it. Of course, I enjoy reading things that are good comments. Check this out. This is what he said about the free course, which is always interesting to read other people's opinions. About 33 minutes into the video, you mentioned that a lot of people will skip this video because they think that they know it all. I was licensed Series 7 stockbroker in 1989, and I have been trading Forex since 2010. I am one of those people who thought that they knew it all. I do know quite a bit. I'm quite experienced, yet I will tell anyone watching this video over and over every single day for 10 days that it has significantly improved my profits, greatly reduced my losses, and consequently increased my confidence infinitely. I can't pronounce it. I know you spent a lot of time making this video, and thank you for making it available for free. At 63 years old, I've been around the block and watching your videos over and over, and all your other videos as well. It is clear to me you know your stuff. Anyone who thinks that they know it all like I did should watch this video over and over until it reveals itself. Now I realize how much I didn't know. From Koh Samui, Thailand. Peace. How good is that? Win. That's a win comment. Right? So take advantage of it, right? Take advantage. And that's my free content. I put that out. I put that out for free. So you know the effort, you know? Like there's so many layers, so many layers. Man, Claudio is dumb, man. He thinks his name is Koh Samui. That's where he lives, you dumbass. Like an onion, so many layers. Yeah, but that's like respectful, man. He has more experience than me. He says that I don't have experience. I mean, he doesn't have experience, but he has way more experience. He's 63. He's been a stockbroker. I haven't been a stockbroker, right? So that's super, super, super useful to know that, hey, someone who's seen this industry throughout, seen it develop over the years, can find my content useful. It tells me I'm doing the right thing and I'm looking at the right thing. Because if I was some idiot on the internet talking about I'm gonna trade like a bank, hear it from a guy who's been a stockbroker. Obviously, he's gonna seen it all. Professional training leads to herd behavior. Yeah, exactly. Chat box not working? Yeah, it's probably just lagged. It will come back in a minute. 42K, I joined when I was 1K. Respect to you, brother. Respect to you, OG. Let's unlag chat box. If you think yourself as a student, you always grow. Yeah, and I'm just sharing my experiences. Like, the video course that you posted helped me a lot reduce my trades, which means less more win. Exactly, man. And that's like a basic video. Like, guys, that content is worth 1 hour, 41 minutes only. You know, like the rest of the layers, the stuff that you guys ask and I make videos on, like this stuff is not, except for this fundamental videos and these fundamental videos, all of this exclusive content is from you guys. Like, you guys ask me these questions, and some, like this gold 1 minute breakout strategy, I taught, this is mine, squeeze and all of this. But this is question like, hey man, tell us about wicks and no wicks. Tell us about moving mental break even. NY session bias. How do I manage my trades? Like, that stuff has come from you guys, and that's what's so powerful, is that I listen. Many people shove things down your throat telling you that, hey, this is the way that you should trade. Whereas I listen to others and say like, hey, I don't understand this about your trading. Okay, let's discuss it. That helps people a lot. We're gonna be eating canned lobsters tonight. Well, hopefully this breaks out and we eat a full lobster. Are you looking for GJ shorts or longs? I'm more bullish biased on GJ. Can I short GJ 15-minute time frame since it's form bearish pin bar? If that's part of your plan, then go ahead, but I'm bullish for me personally. Show us your profits. Although it doesn't achieve anything, if it really makes you happy, next trade I'll show it. No problem. So I don't need to answer that question. But let me tell you this. Watch the skill, right? You're going to learn a lot more. Profits, anyone can manipulate profits. Anyone can do what they want to do. Not manipulate, but what I mean is that I can't compete with people, and I'm being honest with you guys, I can't compete with people who claim they make 60K a trade, 50K a trade, 10K a trade. I'm not making 10K a trade. I'm not making 15K a trade. I'm just a regular trader making 1.5 grand, 1 grand. And yeah, I'm happy with that because that's huge for me. Right? In terms of progression, at one point I was not making that. And I'm making that per trade. Now over a year, that's a significant income for the effort that I'm putting in. And as I get comfortable, as I grow, as everything grows in my whole ecosystem, so will my risk. But the number one thing I want is growth. And in order to grow, I don't want to burn out because this is a long-term game. Right? Like, let's be serious. People who are making 50K a day, 60K a day and posting it on Instagram, showing you after the matter, like, why do they need to be on, you know, I don't get it. Like, if I made 60K a day, I'm not trading for the rest of the week. You know, and I'm doing bigger things. I'm not looking at, you know, selling an introduction course or something, you know. I'm doing bigger things with my time. I'm opening institutional level things, you know. So if you really want proof to say, okay, let's see this guy trade, I give you that, and you can go back and watch every single trade that I've taken, right? On stream, this is. Off stream, there's more ones. Go back and watch every single trade and watch them. Watch them happen in front of you. You're going to learn a lot more. And I say that time and time again. You're going to learn a lot more. Watch the skill. The skill will make you money, not seeing other people make money. Like, yeah, we can use it as motivation. Time to time, that's fun. But use motivation for yourself. I don't mind sprinkling a bit of motivation here and there. How does CPI affect news trading? Yeah, because it will affect heavily. It's inflation. Inflation will affect heavily. Look, Riyadh, I was with a mentor for a year, charging me tons of money monthly, and I complicated price action. I just joined your program. Amazing, your free videos on YouTube, and you care keeping things simple. Looking forward to the journey. Thank you so much for putting your heart in it. Thanks, man. I appreciate that comment, and glad you're part of the team and benefiting. No need to spend money, tons of money on others. I mean, this should do it. So keep it up, man. Yeah, dude, sometimes I feel how much can I thank this guy, but then I feel I have to do too much, so fuck it. Thanks, Lovejeet. No, you guys are good. As I always said, you guys put in the work, you know. Where can I find this 1 minute gold strategy? So in my group here that these guys are in, we have access to this content. So when you join the group, you don't need to pay extra for it, but when you join the group, you get access to this content. And that's where I put it. 27-minute video explaining 1 minute gold strategy here. So yeah, you have to be part of the exclusive group. You get this content. That's it. Pretty simple. To be honest, 40% of stop loss hits are due to longing and shorting against the trend. People tend to fear the breakout strategy. Yeah, they do tend to fear the breakout strategy. They think it's going to be manipulated because they don't know how to implement. And look, the breakout strategy is not going to be 100%, but my setup ones, most of these setup ones here are kind of breakouts. And if we look at the win percentage being 76%, that's a good percent. If I can win 7 out of 10 trades trading a breakout, I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, Thunderstorm, 100% win rate on the Thunderstorm. And my advanced entries, right? The entries that are like set up for you guys who know 4, 5, and 6, like they're 85%. So this is why I want to keep, you guys keep saying make a new sheet. No, I need this data. I want data to, you know, this will be like real good when we get to see full amount of data, live data being formulated. Only on stream. Which proves that if you can only trade a small window per day, because we're on stream, like my streams last 2 hours. So in 2 hours, right, just do the calculation. From streaming from 6 months here, if you look at the wins, what's the wins? 47 wins, 12 losses. So 47 minus 12, you know, you're looking at 35. So if you just took 1% each trade, which is not the case because most trades make, you know, more than 1% or equal, but let's just say 1%, that means in around 6 months you would have made 35% just from stream. So let's say you took 2%, you know, that's 70% already, right? And when I risk on my trades between depends, mostly I'm sitting between that 2-3%. The videos have so far taught me patience. Waiting on candle closures is a big part, 100%. Do you reckon the 5-minute charts are good to trade because time frames are fractal? No, I think 5-minute charts are good to find entries, but confirmation has to come from 15 and above. What size account do you have? I have a big enough account that I can risk 1,500, 2,000 and not be over risked based on the percentage I just mentioned. So do the math. I love you, man. Thank you, thank you. As a beginner trader, just less than a month, I spent around 3 hours a day learning. What do you think I should watch video now or after? Yeah, watch it after the stream, man. Sit on the stream, enjoy. You know, you can see live, you know, it's cool. You might not understand everything, but then when you go and you watch the video, it's, oh yeah, he said that on stream, now I understand. You know? Do you have a mentor? No, but I would be up for someone who, I would like to have someone maybe in a similar industry who risks a lot of money that can push me and give me some form of comfort. You know, someone who takes big risk. I would like to have someone like that around me because that will push me even harder. Because if I see them do it, then I'll feel accustomed to do it, you know? So I wouldn't mind that, you know? I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind to have someone... give me the capital and I'll do it. No, I need someone who's like very, very ahead. I am risk adverse, but it works for me and it keeps me comfortable and confident. And as long as I can stick comfortable and confident, I'm happy. There will be times in the year, maybe soon, where you'll see me go a little bit more risky and you're like, wow, we haven't seen this type of Harry. Like, this is an interesting type of Harry. You know? And that's when I'll be more risky. Yes, it will come with more losses, because when you go more aggressive, you're going to see more losses. But the idea is that you can the wins will make up for everything, right? I think win rate in trading is a very overrated thing. I've seen people with very high win rate still lose money. I've seen people really with high win rate, they lose money because they keep closing trades early and then their losses wipe everything. I've seen people with a low win rate make money. I think the best, right? The best to see is someone who just can do a consistent approach every single day. And that's my goal, consistent approach. Whether I hit break even, the trade runs without me, whether I lose, whether I win, it doesn't matter. As long as I can have a consistent approach over the year, I'm gonna make money. And then I look for small ways, how can I increase risk to make more money? And that's it. %3 of X is 1,000. Find the value of X. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Just go full margin, don't set TP and let margin call be stop loss. It's not a loss till you close, brother. It's not a loss till you close. What do you think about trading through artificial intelligence? Is it trustable? No, I don't think it is. Again, artificial intelligence is smart, but it has to be guided. It has to be guided. It can't guide you. It's not as advanced as people think it is, but at the same time it is super advanced, if that makes sense. Like, it's not to a stage where it can automate everything, but it's just a different level of automation because it's able to recognize patterns and make assumptions. So it could be very, very good in terms of that thing, but you need a very talented individual to make good use of it. Right, the longer we consolidate, the bigger the breakout. Do you trade GJ during NY session? Hell yeah, I do, man. If GJ, like last week, NY session, GJ was beautiful, man. Most of my trades came on GJ last week in NY session. 4% week last week on GJ. So it was pretty simple in NY, all breakouts. Today's big day CPI news. What do you think? Good number or bad numbers? Ooh, that's interesting. I can't say, man. Not trying to spam, you're not spamming, man. Please go ahead, man. Please go ahead. Is that the one about risk? That's the one about risk, right? Just so I make sure. Yeah, okay, cool. That's not spamming, man. That's why you're here. We can go more into depth after the stream, but essentially how you increase risk is you need to push. So what I do, the way I do, I'm just going to say how I do it. I build a base in the beginning of the year and then I risk that base. So I know, okay, I have that, I've made that money. And now I can increase my risk, and if I go, I'm just break even. Because then you have the whole year, and you take those leaps. You're like, okay, I'm going to increase my risk by 50%. Not 50% of your account, but let's say you were risking 500, now you risk 1,000. Or you're risking 500, now you risk 750. Right? Now you're risking 1,000, you risk 1,500. So you build a little base, and then you say, okay, I'm going to take a leap. It will feel uncomfortable. You might, if you take a loss, push through it, still continue with the momentum. Don't let one loss put you off, right? But if it knocks you down and you notice your psychology, always speak up to that. Speak up to us, speak up to me, keep trying for a little bit more. But then there's a limit where you're just a complete mess, means you're not ready. And you are probably still uncomfortable on the current risk you have, which means you push too early. Now, the biggest problem is that if people are on a funded account and it's 100k funded and they're used to popping 10 lots, 15 lots, it's completely different when you're risking your own money, you know? Because on a funded account, you're scared about reaching certain percentages of drawdown. That's where your fear is. Your fear is not in the money, your fear is just general drawdown. Because if you hit a certain drawdown amount, you lose the account. So you're scared of losing the account, not losing the money. Where when you're trading real money, you're scared, you know, your fear comes from losing the real money, not losing the account. Because you don't have limits. So both of them have their own ways, it's just different mindsets. Are you in Dubai? Yes. Yesterday, someone who watched the stream saw me in the supermarket. And he DM'd me, "Hey man, was that you and Carrefour?" I'm like, yes. Good morning. Remember the YouTube business. We need to support the channel. Yeah, if you guys enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a like. We can get 250 likes. I appreciate it. Why don't you use prop firm accounts? I haven't had to use prop firm accounts. I'm not completely against them. If you're a talented trader, you can pass it and make money. But I haven't had to, so I haven't gone through it. How many hours should we sit on the chart? 2 hours London, 2 hours NY, or you think it's better focus just on London? Depends on you, but I think that's good. 2 hours London, 2 hours NY. If you want to spend more than 4 hours a day is a problem. Like yesterday, 1.5 hours into New York, I called it because I was there for 4 hours in London. So I was at the charts 4 hours. After 5 hours, I just noticed I get a bit tired, right? Because it's different with me sitting at the charts. I'm also discussing, explaining, so that takes a certain amount of energy, and I don't want to be my mind clouded and make silly decisions, especially if the chart is doing nothing. Give me a sec, guys. I'll be back. Where's my mic? There was a comment that I read in my mind, but I want to read out because it's a win comment. Let me see if I can scroll back and find it. Here we go. I want to say thank you, Harry. Since I started watching you, my testosterone has spiked 10x the average male, and now my wick is bigger than ever. Best comment, man. That's the best comment. That's it, man. Get confidence in the market, your testosterone will spike. Go to the gym, trade markets, risk money. No way you're a better male. No way. Only alpha, man. No way you don't have confidence. Even if you're a woman, it will spike a testosterone in women. No, I'm just joking. No, but even if you're a woman, make you a strong, composed woman, right? It's an important skill, this. Especially going to gym and all of that stuff. You'll be good, man. 37 minutes for this 1 hour to close. If this 1 hour closes above, will be perfect. Even if the 15 can close above. I'd say it needs to close above these wicks here. 5 minute close a little bit higher. Yeah, we have like a 5 minute right here. Oh, that's a 1 minute. Shit. We'll just move this a little bit up, just to be accurate. There we go. There was some questions in Zoom I think I missed. Sushi session. Here we go. I did one funded account before going live, and that's how it was. Yeah. It's tricky with prop firms. Yes, you fear the drawdown, but that's a trap. Instead of proper discipline trade, you have to go the mindset or still 7% to max drawdown. Yeah, that's the problem though, right? But you play golf, man. Any time of activity is good. Any type of activity. What's the gender distribution in this stream? I don't know, man. Let me have a look. It'll be like, 90% male, man. On my YouTube, actually on my YouTube, there's like I think my YouTube probably has pretty higher amount of females. So I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. I think I have, 20% females. I'll actually check. We'll have a look. Let's have a look. All right. Let's go to content, live, analytics, audience. Lol, bro. Fully male dominant. 1.5% female. 1.5% female. Damn, man. Why won't this go? Okay, there we go. %34% of you not subscribed. 34% not subscribed. 50% of the audience is from 25 to 35 years old. Nice. So be sure you're subscribed so you get notified. Which is pity because girls are way better in trading. Man, I'm telling you, of course you know that in the group we have girls and you can see. They just have a different approach than us guys, man. They're just different. They're built different. They have a very, they can change emotions very quickly, which is very advantageous, right? They're not like full of this, I'm better than the market. No, they let the market humble them and they move on. We fight the market. We're like, no, we're right. And then we go mess up and then cry. Gold is losing momentum. Should I trail? It's looking good, man. You can trail. Trail below structure. Trail below 5-minute structure even. I mean, you're at that 4-hour target very close. Just trail. Just trail. It's a runner, right? I would say girls might be too emotional. Some of them are not, man. You'd be surprised. It's different the way that they treat relationships and all of other stuff. But they are made. Women are made like that. The reason why is that they have to be able to change emotions because in the old times, right, when we were hunter and gatherers, if the man could not provide for the woman, she would need to go be able to find a man who can protect her and her child, even if she had that child with that woman, with that man. Right? So they were built like that. You would think that they're emotional, but they're not. Women traders are good traders, man. You'd be surprised. They are good traders. They are good traders. I hope I'm saying good things because otherwise all the women in the group would just leave now. They're like, screw this guy. Who's this Harry, man? What an asshole. Me and my girlfriend just broke out 3 years, month ago. That's way... The way she went stone cold after breakup is still shocked about it. Yeah, it's facts, man. That just proves my point, right? It's crazy. And guys will always be left hurting. right? Us guys, since I know there's only 1% of females, I can talk about how guys will feel because there's only 1% here. So we can say, we are emotional about it, right? We feel it. We're not able to leave emotions quickly. And that just proves my point in the markets, right? We can't move on. We take a loss, we hold that loss all day. Don't tell me you guys in the market, if you've taken a loss in the market, you don't feel like, the whole day you feel shitty. I'm still here. Just in case. I hope I'm saying good things. I am actually intentionally trying to say good things. Harry, thank you for supporting women. 100%, man. I mean, not man. I can't say that, right? That's a literal speech, right? 100% woman. Let me add the plan here so people know what we're doing. So if they come into the stream, they're like, this guy's just talking bullshit. Why is he not doing anything? Well, that's why I'm not doing anything, because this is my plan. Let me make it a little bit bigger. That is my plan. Buys above. What was my plan on gold? Well, at the moment, gold is just at resistance, so it's not much we can do. If you have to let it break that 4-hour resistance, then you could probably trade to the next resistance here. But we just tapped 4-hour resistance perfectly, so you probably need support above 2.035 or above, this area here to get to this next zone. Why does this go in twos and then it suddenly jumps to 16 to 20? Why 10, 11, 12, then 14, 16, then 20? What type of scaling system is this, man? Are you trying to scale up female audience? We feel heartbroken because we have no backup plan. We put all our eggs in one woman. Nah, it shouldn't be like that, man. Understand it's part of life. People come and go. That's the one thing we have no control over in life, is that people come and go. Like, what you have to lose? You're not going to come out of life alive. Right? So if you think about it like that, you're okay, man. Everything that happens just is there to make you get better. How do you draw your zones? Please share, bro. Yeah, I have that in my free course. Check my free course and check zones. You see how strategically I made that free course? Anytime someone asks a question, boom, direct them. And I don't even have to say, buy my course. No, it's there for free. It's a good feeling, man. Help people out. Most women have a backup plan. Most men should have a backup plan as well. They're just lazy to make one. What is your plan if the breakout is a big FU candle, no green? 5 minute, man. 5 minute. Any way I can get in 5 minute. And I'll be happy to go riskier today, because if it breaks out and pushes, I don't care if I end up losing, because the opportunity of that playing out is worth it in my opinion. Like, yeah, okay, it'll suck for my week, right? It'd be like, yeah, what a shame, but not just gonna sit here, watch paint dry. My job here is to take risk. And I'm not just gonna let that opportunity pass me because it was a little bit too risky. Like, if it's too risky for you, then sit out, wait for an option that's safer. But right now, based on how the month is going, I'm okay, right? I'm still up 3-point-something%. So I can risk a percent, man. It's not gonna do anything. Second week. I rather do it now, right? I rather do it now than later on in the year when you're trying to, And that's what people have to understand, right? This is the difference between live stream, is you get to see the reality. Otherwise, you know, traders online, they'll just post when they're having a good time. But traders will have times which is slower. I'm sure traders have bad times. You know, and that's normal to have a bad time as a trader. You can't, not everything is sunshine and rainbows. Just many traders who have bad time don't want to share it because they feel like it will make them look bad. But it's, you know, yes, it'll make you look bad in the meantime and all the idiots, but they'll soon realize that, hey, you know, hey, just remember, after your worst times come your strongest times because of the person that you developed when you pushed through those worst times. That's what I've always found. Whenever I found something difficult and I pushed through it, you know, the other side is a lot brighter because you're like, damn, I pushed through that. And things can seem scary, like especially if you're taking like, you know, 2 losses and 3 losses and you're like, oh, this is a bit sketchy. But think about it long term, right? Like, yeah, this week I've had 1 loss, but before that loss I've had more than 15 wins in a row. Right? Like, do I really care? No. But do I actually care? Yeah. Right? Because I don't want to lose. No person wants to lose. But does it affect my positioning as a trader? No way, man. You know, that doesn't do it. Hey, Harry, do you speak Arabic? Yes, I do. Enough to get by, man. What time specifically do you sit and watch the charts and how long? I'll sit here from 10:30 Dubai time till around 12:15. And then I sit with the guys in the exclusive till 1 something normally. We know 1 o'clock, I would say. And if there's nothing happening on stream then or on the charts, I just head off, man. No time, not point of wasting my time. What software do you use to stream? OBS. Bro, anywhere you go, there's Oz and his best football team lose, best races lose, best students fail. Yeah, and then there's the best, then they're the ones who pursue and then they win. Right? It happens, but on the opposite side, then they keep on winning. Right? So there's always 2 sides. Like when you're good at your craft, you're going to keep on winning. You know? Can you speak a little Arabic, please? Write something. Write something in Arabic, and I'll reply in Arabic. I want to test my reading skills. What's your thoughts? Stop asking me my thoughts on other traders, because that doesn't affect me. And they haven't done anything to me, so I shouldn't give my thoughts on them. Right? So if you're asking me my thoughts on other traders, I can't give you my thoughts because they've not done anything to me. So why should I hate on them? Let me focus on my trading. Min Wayne Inter, where am I from? I'm from Dubai. Well, I'm not. I'm originally from in England, but I live in Dubai. عاش في Dubai. كيف حالك اليوم? I'm doing good. Carlo wrote, how am I doing today? Look at that, man. What skills? How does Carlo know that? He probably copy-paste from Google Translate. We want no beef? No. We only want lobsters. We only want lobsters. Come on, GJ. Do something. Huh? What do you think? Everything happens. It's just there to make you better. Thanks for this, sir. Yeah, 100%. You know how people, they ask, I want to be stronger, I want to be better. And then suddenly you get problems. Well, what do you think those problems are there for? I like trailing stops and go to sleep on a runner. And then you wake up with full blues and it's your best day ever, right? What time zone is Dubai? UTC +4. UTC plus 4. Can you look at quick analysis of Euro USD, please? Since you said please, yeah, man, of course. I can do that. Right? GJ is doing nothing, so let's do something useful. All right, so we're seeing we're pushing up into this daily rejection zone here. We've crossed through it twice, but since we crossed through it twice, when we look at this candle, where did this candle reject from? That same zone. So I'm sure if I go to 4 hour, I'll find a resistance there. Actually, no, that must have been news. So we do see rejection from here. So this turning more into a watch zone since we have no resistance. Obviously, previous daily bullish, previous 4 hour bullish buys is what makes sense here. And if I was to buy, yeah, I mean, any structure now formed, you can target this wick. So this structure being formed here, buys can make sense towards the upside continuing this. Nice little liquidity grab will be nice. If we can see a liquidity grab, you can see some upside. What's GJ doing? Come on. Give me... Is it expensive to live in Dubai? You can live whatever life you want to live in Dubai. You can live a cheap life, you can live an expensive life, you can live an average life. That's the beauty of Dubai. People don't tell you that, but it's very true. Are you using Raja's strategy? No. Maybe. Why don't you ask me if he's using my strategy? How do you know? Right? Why is it always the opposite way around? He trades price action, so I'm sure there'll be similarities. With method of trading, do you apply? I applied my perspective on price action trading. Listen, everyone who trades price action, guys, will trade similar because there's only one way you can trade price action, which is following price through zones. Either you're going to be waiting for closes. There's just small tweaks. And the small tweaks I have is the way I like to see price formulate around those zones. Thanks, woman trader here, and you spoke facts. Respect, Vanessa. I would like to meet you. Is there a way and discuss business? What business do you want to discuss, mister? Why people always believe it's a scammer? Because they want to hate. If you believe I'm a scammer, then you're not going to benefit from my content. So both ways, both of us don't benefit. I have someone believing I'm a scammer and you're not going to benefit. So there's no point. You know, I'm wasting my time with anyone. Yo, MK. What's up? Yeah, probably. Yeah, for sure. Exactly. I know, right? Also to keep all of your, you know, your things tracked, you know? Takes effort to do that, you know? People don't like to do that. Exactly. Harry and Raja speak Chartish. They're asking two people because they speak the same language. That's a good way to put it. The best way to stop hating people is make your own money. It's true. I'm from Nigeria, and when I grow up, I want to be a trading professional like you. Start now, man. And don't consider myself a professional. It's my profession, but I'm not a professional. London Open in 20 minutes? Yeah, hopefully London Open brings something. Just let it move. It's January, guys. This is classic January price action. I want to find somewhere to put my mic. My mic here is too far. And I want to change the camera angle. Maybe I want to put the camera angle somewhere like from the side here. would be nice. But then you're looking at, then I'm speaking straight and you're looking at me in the side, so. Be in on oil, unfortunate man. Can I see the trade, just for my own interest? Is it Brent? Or crude? This setup 3 here? Yeah. It tried, man. I don't think break-even was a bad idea, though. Especially when we're dipping into this rejection zone. What time was this? 9? A little bit early. That 30-minute was not bad, though. This one. After the 1 hour close. Yeah. It's all good. Do you follow a playbook or do you have your own? I have my own. My playbook is set up 1, 2, 3. I have 4, 5. But 1, 2, 3 is everything is built off 1, 2, 3. And they're just regular setups. I mean, if you want to see my playbook, go to go to resources in the free Discord. Also, tomorrow, guys, before I forget, make sure that you guys are following me on my Instagram and part of the Discord, because tomorrow I'm doing a giveaway as promised. We hit 800 viewers this week, and I'm going to be giving away 2 free spots into the group. Now, if you guys want to hear something crazy, I promise you, and they're in the group now, they can tell you if I'm lying or not. Last month I gave 2 free spots away. They enjoyed it so much in the group that they said I want to continue my membership. Like that's amazing, man, you know? So, because that gives people opportunities. Now, some people maybe can't afford $50 a month, which at that point, you know, maybe I respect if you're trying to learn the skill, but you're not enough to, yeah, there we go. Carlo is one of them, right? So tomorrow, giveaway, guys, right? Giving away 2 free spots, like I always do. So be sure you're following me on my Instagram. Let me drop my Instagram so you know which one it is, not the... Let's see. So you know it's the official one. Let's get up to 6K followers would be great. And I'm also posting a lot of updates. Also, my recent story, guys, go vote on my recent story. On my recent story on Instagram, here's my Instagram. I'm asking what pairs do you want to see in Pip Labs V2, because you guys know that Pip Labs is coming out. Pip Labs is our own backtesting software. I'm not affiliated with these guys. This is my backtesting platform. We are bringing Tradingview to Pip Labs. Super big announcement, guys. It's gonna be great. And yeah, this is I'm really excited about this. So check out the website so you know you can try the demo, practice your backtesting, sign up for the waitlist. But I asked what pairs do you want to see, because I'll be able to add pairs. Oil? Yeah, we will add slowly by that. Hey man. Let's have a look. This one? Because I'm buying above 813, so I don't need to care about 747. Also, it's the line was already there, which is my daily flip line. Look, this yellow. See that yellow line? Because I have a setting. If you go to settings, you go to what is it? Show previous daily. Yeah. So that's it. So yeah, that's why. For us in the group, do we have something for Pip Labs? Yeah, you will get an extended demo version. So you'll get a couple of months on V2. V2 was expensive for us, so I can't give the whole thing for free. But you'll get a version of it. And you'll also get a massive discount if you're part of their group. But you'll get a version. You won't get the same demo that the public gets. Don't worry. I will hook you guys up. I'll take that L. I'll take that expense. Because I want to grow it enough that I can scale it and run it profitably. Because now it's more passion based. You know? What would you do differently if you start trading from scratch? Stick to one strategy. That's number one. One strategy that you know that works. I do have a video, I think, if I had to start over trading. I do think I made that video. Yeah, here. How I would learn to trade if I could start over again. This is a good one. And the difference is I tell you how would I start? With and without money. Any crosses? Yeah, we have all the crosses. The basic things we have, GJ, EJ, UJ, EU, GU, those stuff we have, but just anything more popular, like is NASDAQ more popular than US 30? Like which ones do we want first? Could you show us the setting? Yeah, of course I can. The settings, then go to symbol, and then previous daily close, ticket, and then choose what color you wanted. It just shows you where the daily flips from bullish to bearish. Right, GJ trying to break down here. As I said, not too interested in sells just yet until this 4-hour candle closes below the range here. Gold still consolidating at the top of the range. As I said, I'm still watching gold during London session. Obviously, I tried gold and it was not happy with me. Really was not happy with me. Made me upset. Really upset. I'm joking. You want revenge? I do want revenge. Gold owes me. I'm from Pakistan. Can anyone give me money to start trading? You're gonna lose that money guaranteed. Guaranteed, man. If you want to start trading, there's an entry barrier. You have to get a job. Save some money, man. What courses should I watch from your YouTube channel as a beginner? Pretty self-explanatory, but my full 2024 price action course is the one you should watch. Lol, love cheat. I can't read that. What time is London session? 10 minutes, man. 10 minutes. I noticed gold is always faking out on London recently. Yeah, January thing. It's just not ready yet. You'll notice like there'll be a period during the year. Maybe we have 1 or 2 good months where gold is trending and breakouts in London just work super easy. And we're just getting trending moves in London. At the moment, it's not making up its mind. It's doing this. Like we're seeing London consolidate, then New York give us a move. Remember, we're still in the same range that we've been in since the beginning of the week. And since today is CPI, I doubt that this breaks out of the range till CPI. I wouldn't be surprised to see CPI give a wick down to here and still remain in the range. Where's SOMX? Is he in here? Yeah, he's in here. News today, brother. You ready? Just took a look at your playbook. Is setup 3 like a 3-bar play? Pretty much, yeah. I don't know what a 3-bar play is, but it includes 3 bars. I need 1 bullish candle close or bearish candle close, then a breather, a candle that gives a breather, like a weak bearish or bullish close, and then the next one breaking high or low, depending if you're looking at sells or buys. Does DJ have any relation with the Dixie chart? No. You seem not to be into trend lines that much? No, I haven't used trend lines myself. Oh, this is a bit of a crab market today, boys. Bit of a crab market. Would you say GU makes sense for sells under 1.276? Let's have a look. Well, that 1 hour line kept you super safe, man. I would say GU makes sense if this 4 hour candle can close bearish But if you want to be aggressive, it will be when it breaks the previous 4-hour low. So that is something. So to be aggressive, you want to break the previous 4-hour low. The difference with GJ is our 4-hour low doesn't come all the way till here, right? This is where our 4-hour lows come before you can be aggressive with sells. So on GU, I would be saying below here, which if we look at 15 is that structure. So you probably want, 4-hour low to be broken. Otherwise, you can just grab liquidity from down here and continue up. GJ is just being a little bit messy. It's hard to trade in this range now with all of this structure made. I'd probably want setup 5 from the bottom of the range, kind of like this. How much do you charge for a one-on-one? I don't have spots open. It's very selective. My one-on-one is only with really, select individuals. It's not something that's public. I'll make applications open sometime, but at the moment, it's not. As I don't do that for a profit generating. A lot of gurus do it to generate profit. I just charge for my time. But I have too much going on at the moment to give to open that up for more than one person a month or something. I'm focusing on too many other things, and my own trading is priority, so that's number one. And then that kind of concludes with the group, because when I'm focusing on my own trading, it relates to the group because it's the same thing. If I wasn't focusing on trading, I wouldn't focus on the group. And then Pip Labs, I'm focusing a lot on that, So not open just yet. This is beautiful, man. Zuru. Can you see the session bias is cock and balls bias, you see? See the bias? Your confidence motivates me to learn more and more, Harry. God bless. Appreciate you, man. Keep it up, man. Stay confident. Don't let anyone put you down. Right? Stay confident in the market. If you have a plan that works, stay confident. I tell myself that. Because sometimes it can even get to me, right? So I have to make sure if I see my plan happening, stay confident and take the plan. Take the trade. I don't care. Right? I don't care if what's the backlash, right? Because I know I'm doing this for me. My trading is for me. Right? Friend on GJ Cell? Damn, man. Might work out. He might get lucky today, man. It's not going up at the moment. But if this thing reverses, he's not going to be happy. 3K drawdown is not fun, man. How is Pip Labs doing in business? So when we launch only with PayPal Gateway. And we got some clients who were very happy. They took advantage of the prices. And then we immediately scaled to phase 2. So we allowed people to come on phase 1. And now we're scaling to V2 now. So version 2 is coming. And I pay more in service than it generates. So I'm paying this. And of course, I gave it, I gave access to people in the group. So I didn't get paid for that. I paid out of my pocket. So at the end of the day, no, it will take time, and hopefully it will grow. Of course, it's meant to be profit generating so we can scale, and I'll keep you guys updated of how that works. You guys will see the business grow, and I'm offering a service that I'm very proud of, and I'm not ashamed to say that I'm going to charge for that, because that's a huge thing. A backtesting software is something I've always wanted to have. The way you see I trade now would never have been possible without backtesting, and to have one browser based is huge. And wait till V2, guys. Can you imagine backtesting with ticks like this? Look at the candles playing like it's live markets. Can you imagine backtesting like this on a Tradingview platform, right? Because that's how it's going to look. So it will be very, very good, guys. And the interface is super clean. I will leak it to you soon. Yeah, I will leak it to you soon. I actually will put an announcement on Pip Labs Instagram today. When is V2 coming? We need tick data. Yes, there is tick data, man. It will come. It's coming. We're planning beginning of February. It should be out beginning of February. And trust me, go find any backtesting software on the internet. We're gonna have more features and offer a better competitive price. And if you're really serious about being, having the program, right? Then join the waitlist, because the waitlist will give you an offer that you cannot deny. Right? I'm excited, man. I'm excited. It's gonna be super fun. Super useful tool, man. Super useful tool. It's gonna help a lot of people. Like, we even have... You'll see what's coming. You'll see. Like, the plan I have of what I'll be able to do with this will be great. Like, people will be able to learn on this backtesting software. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'm excited for it. I hope you guys will find it useful too. Okay, GJ, can we do something, please? London Open in 1 minute here. There's no active setup on London Open, unfortunately. So we don't have a London Open trade, but maybe 15 minutes after London Open we get something. Next 15-minute candle. GJ has positive swaps only for longs, Claudio, not for shorts. I don't have Instagram. Don't worry. If you don't have Instagram, Discord, the giveaway will still be in Discord. So as long as you join the Discord, that'll be fine. Just remember, if anyone DMs you, I never DM first, right? So if anyone DMs you, that's not me. But Discord is a good place, man. I give a lot of stuff for free here. I give my 30-day trading plan. I give you guys my journal, all of that stuff. All right, London Open here. No top wick on the 1 hour. Pushing down now to 500 probably. I feel this is liquidity grab to get us out the zone. Upside or downside? Yeah. You know, if this just taps 500, no top wick 1 hour, that might be the liquidity zone. You get what I mean? So it could just tap 500 and flip. By the way, love your swing trading video. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Slow week, not gonna lie. It's January's second week of January, man. It's London's just been slow, and then volume outside of London has been amazing, right? Beautiful volume outside of London. That's why stream, yeah, it's been a bit slow. But outside of London, you guys have seen the pushes. If you just followed the plan, you'll be able to take trades. But I can't do anything to control volume during London, guys. And you'll see, volume will come in. It's only the second week of January. We have a whole year ahead of us. Like, just show up and you'll see how it all works. Are we trading London today? Yeah, this is London. It's okay if we don't trade today. It would be nice to take a trade for sure. But if we don't get it, then that's outside of my control. I can only control what's inside of my control. Yes, after London there is more volume, but not gonna stay in front of the computer all day every day. Just burn out after 2 weeks. Yeah, that is true, man. I mean, you can set alerts since we've been seeing it be a pattern. Like, guys, I'm telling also you guys on YouTube, if this thing breaks out after London, it would still be worth it to give it a shot based on what we've been seeing volume come in after London. We've been seeing a lot of times during this week, volume coming in after London. So if this breaks out after London, you can still give it a shot here. Now we're just barcoding. Gold position close. Well done. Good trail. Good position. That 4-hour resistance, right? 4-hour resistance, perfect. We just need the big bulls boys to come and push through the levels. Yeah, exactly. Would be nice. How long do you think it should take to pass a funded? Doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter. Could take you 2 months, 3 months. Doesn't matter. What time do you trade after London session during NY session? Yeah, at NY Open is the time that I trade. NY Open after NY Open, you know? Flipping? Yeah, we'll see if we can get above the range. Doesn't London open at 11 a.m.? Yeah, but it changed time frame. I mean, the DST, daylight saving times. Setup 5 on 5 minute? No, that's not a setup. Setup 2 on 5 minute. To where though? You're at resistance, you know? It's not clean like this. This is different. Look at the difference between this and this. Yeah, but look at this. This is valid. You have clean range. You don't have clean range here. Like, would you take that on a 15 minute? If the 15 minute looked like this, would you take it? You know? What time you trade? 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. I'm not in the house at NY session. I'm in the gym, so it's not my main session. So I'm not sitting there in front of the computer. Yo, Murtaza, stop spamming the chat. I haven't tried prop firms, so I can't tell you which one is the best. I have to see from my own experience. Well, Claudio, you're mid-range. Is that good market positioning in middle of the range? On the 5, that's ugly. It's just, we don't know. It's 50-50 trade, man. I see high lows, liquidity grab, B, watch zone in the middle. You are in the middle. This is the middle of the range. Look at the difference between setup 2 from here, down here, and now up here. I mean, if you want to try it, man, it's 50-50. You know, you could get it back to the top of the range. I mean, that's all we're doing, bouncing off the bottom, rejecting off the top. So if this is the retest to the bottom already done, you can put stops below the range here and then just leave it. That's fine. Your view? Well, if we look at probabilities, what do I think it's going to do? Well, if we come to the bottom of the range, I don't see why it doesn't test this part of the range. That's the next resistance. But it's choppy. It's choppy. So on oil, 1 hour is setup 3 and it's like a retest on 4 hour. What do you think? Let me have a look. Yeah, we passed 4 hour. I think if this in 6 minutes can close bullish like this, then that will give you a support to put stop loss under, and you can take it break of that 1 hour zone, which would be, you know, probably break of this high as well. You know, anticipation. So it's a 1 hour trade, but at least the 15-minute will create support. If not in 6 minutes, you're looking for the 15-minute to close back above the range. You'll have setup 1. But I don't. If it closes below this, it's a little bit dodgy. Tradingview is very restrictive on backtesting history. How far back on 15-minute charts can you go with Pip Labs? Oh, probably you could go back. Well, obviously, like, if you request to start from January, if your simulation starts from January, right? You can't go back to December, right? Because you started the simulation from January. But let's say you're in your simulation and you started your simulation at February, and now you're in March, then you can go back to as far as you started your simulation. So whenever you start your simulation, however much data you load is how far you can go back. Like technically you can go back a year, but you can't go back more than 2 years. So yeah, you can go way back, man. You could go far enough back that you probably couldn't scroll. Like, it's just too long to scroll. Like, that will be fine. You don't need to be going that far back. FTMO seems to be decent prop firm. Does anyone use it? I think they're one of the most established, man, you know? Mm-hmm. No, you pass the challenge. I think it runs like every other challenge. You know, you do pass phase 1, pass phase 2, and then you're funded. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you on FTMO you'll have to gain 10% phase 1, 5% phase 2. No time span. No time span. What is the blue line you have marked on GJ? There's no blue line. That's purple. That's just key levels. That's key levels. The blue line is important. Yeah, that's a special line. You have to be fully alert. Watch how I can give everyone FOMO. Oh! Don't joke with that blue line, that's holy. Special blue line. Oh wow. Look at that rejection, huh? That's why there's no sells till we get below this. Do you think buy at 185, 700 is more valid? No, I think 800 is valid. 700 is too early. You're buying into a heavy rejection zone. You only trade 15 minutes? Yeah, all of my confirmation comes from 15 minutes and higher. I'll use 5 minutes to try find more accurate entries. Why is it a key level? Because it's an even number? Yeah, sometimes price just likes to react off even numbers. Like look, and half numbers, right? 185, 500, we're just reacting off it. So it's just good to have on the chart because price likes to play games around that. We can use that as targets. Can gold be played as a swing? I prefer it as a swing pair, man. It's great, but you need it when it's trending, not when it's ranging. So wait till it starts trending, then you play this pair as a swing. Look, you need like a setup on daily, right? These are the moves where you want to swing gold, these type of moves. Pullbacks, like especially this, when we get this close above the range, like this is a beautiful swing opportunity here. Price creates support, we close above the range here, pullback happens, this daily close is bullish. Any type of structure formed in that next candle, like after this daily candle, I mean this 4-hour candle here, once we close above, you know, you're dropping to 1 hour looking for entries, you know. Like super clean. Should we buy Gbpjpy at 185, 800? If it can close above the, you know, 814, 815, yeah, it would make sense for me. It would make sense. EJ and UJ seem to be, I mean, GJ and UJ seem to be the same pair. Which is better to trade? For London session, I would say GJ, New York, UJ. That's how it works. Because obviously in London session, we want to trade something with the GBP. Have you tried to use setup 1, 2, 3 on daily time frame? Yeah, I have actually. It's great. It's just it takes a lot of time because stop losses is big. Going to bed now, no trade, market's trash. Yeah, I can agree with you, man. It's just not really doing too much. Not a bad idea. Yeah, it's not doing much here, man. Hey man, is there a way I can show you screenshots of YouTube chat? The best way to send you screenshots is to join the Discord, free Discord, and just post it in general chat. Like this person has done, like that person has done. That will be the best way you can show me, man. That will be the best way. This is the best way to learn patience? Yes, watching paint dry. And then just tag me in that, right? Tag me in that, and if I feel like I'm nice today, I'll have a look. No, when I have time, I'll have a look for you. Don't mind helping people out. Anyone know stuff about PC? If I have 7 fans in my PC now, actually total fans I have on my PC including my GPU, I have 2 fans on my GPU, I have 3 fans in my radiator for my CPU, so I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fans. Does that mean that it's not gonna have any dust in it anymore? Because my last PC got super dusty. More dust. Oh man. Well, I mean the case the case came with 7. No, it doesn't prepare for more dust. Damn, man. No wonder he sold me a case with 7 fans, so I can go back to his shop and clean it, right? You need air blower to clean once a month? Yeah, what a task, man. It's too lazy to do that, man. I'll just pay someone to do that. Actually, no, that's too lazy, man. Fuck that. I'm gonna do it myself. Why should I waste money like that? I consider joining the program and the group. Is the Discord just a more interactive group where I can post screenshots, or is there private webinars and training and meetings? It is a more interactive group, and there is private meetings, not weekly, every single day. So we have meetings every single day. They're on Zoom with me now. When I end stream, we discuss, so you can talk to me directly. You don't only have to speak to me through chat. But let's say during the day, you want to ask me something, you can ask me in the group, no problem. Right? So it is much more than that. Not only that, you get access to all my exclusive content. Now, this content is from really important topics that were discussed on webinars. So instead of people saying, hey, I have a group that has 10,000 hours worth of webinars and you don't know what to do with those webinars, you can join and you can have every single important information all in an organized format. So people normally, they put this in a course and they charge $500 or whatever it may be, but that's what it is in the group. So yeah, it's a lot more than that, man, a lot more. Your fam, is the group still open? Well, 1 spot. So if that guy wants to join, then you'll have to wait till it opens. But yeah, yesterday there was 2, now there's 1 spot, and then that's it. So yeah, if you want to join, then before the spots close, then you're welcome to do so. Here's the link. And then after the spots close, I will open a waitlist. So when the waitlist comes, as soon as there's availability, so you will apply to the waitlist and you don't have to wait till the end of the month. When there's availability, you will be accepted. So it will be by an acceptance way. So I might put a little form. You'll have to fill out the form. And then if I agree, you can do that. So yeah, that is the link. And we'll see you on the other side, I guess. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to leave you with the analysis and then we're going to get on with our day here because price is not doing anything at the moment. Now, very simple day here on GJ. GJ is crabbing at the moment. Do not try to FOMO in moves here when this is where you lose money. You have two options to make money in this range. If we see price form a support like this, we see some sort of liquidity grab, and then it closes back up, you can look to try hit the top of the range. I would try to hold runners. If you get in a position from the bottom of the range, try hold runners, right? Try hold runners to break through this. It can pay off very, very nicely, right? So try hold runners. Now, if the 4 hour ends up closing super bearish here, below this range, that is where sells could start to make sense below this 4 hour low, especially once we get below the 4 hour support. Selling from here to here is a fake out zone. These are where most of your fake outs. The other easy trade is a breakout trade. If price wants to break out of the range, you can take a breakout trade. As for gold, on the other hand, sells is only going to make sense when you have a closure below this support down here. The close below this support, you can have a little range here. Breaking these lows will give you something like a 20 pip range to trade here. That would be your trade on gold. Be careful with gold, we have CPI. So with CPI, just be careful that this thing doesn't range, right? And that's how it's going to be. So that's the plan. Now, unfortunately, we haven't been seeing trades in London session. The volume has come later. So make sure you're listening to the plan so you can take trades. A lot of people have been profiting off the plans, and that's fine. As soon as, if we get the trades in London, I'll take them. But until that happens, we just have to wait patiently here. Nothing we can do. Appreciate everyone showing up. I'll see you tomorrow on Friday. Tomorrow should be interesting. We have giveaway and we have GDP news. So we should see some volume either way. So it will be interesting to see what happens. Remember, second week of January only. No rush. There's a whole year ahead of us. Let's focus on taking quality, not quantity. It can be frustrating, but think about it long term. We don't want to be in silly positions because you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, right? If I don't take positions, people get impatient. If I take a bad position and it loses, people hate. So I'm just going to focus on my plan. And that's how it is. So a lot of important information discussed today. I look forward to seeing you guys hopefully tomorrow. And let's continue with this momentum. Big wins ahead, big year ahead still. And a lot of opportunity here in the market. So look forward to seeing you guys on future streams. Don't get caught up in this crap. Don't give money back to the market. Take it step by step. So with that being said, take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace.